All right. So coming to objects, now there are many ways to create objects. You should be comfortable around those. Uh, you should be aware of object or assign. So generally, you should be able to create a new copy of an object like this, or create new objects using object or assign, just for knowledge purpose. If you're you're also required to understand prototypes, but we'll come to that probably in the next session. Yeah, so let's look at a simple object. I've seen a lot of people go wrong in these also, these areas. So when I write in, let's say, value, I ask them, is this actually valid? This confuses a lot of people, saying that, you know what, it shouldn't be a number. It's invalid, it'll throw an error. So this does not throw an error. This is valid. It's just that the key automatically gets converted to a string. If you put something like, so here the value of key doesn't get stored here. All right, it's going to be this key here. So don't get confused here. But if you were to write something like this, right? So here in this case, this is the value. But if you were to write something like this, all right. Yeah, so in this case, you would get the value like this. So don't get confused between these two. In this case, you would get 1 and 2. So another important thing here is accessing the values. Now, if you do obj, you'll get the object itself. If you do dot key, you get the key value as 1, key value 2 here. Now let's take that other example of storing a number as such, right? So you get 1 and value, right? Now, if I do obj dot 1, so this is one question I keep asking, or sometimes to check if somebody understands objects completely. This will throw an error. This is because you are already aware that we cannot have a variable that starts with a number, right? We cannot have, this is invalid. All right, so this is invalid. So the same thing applies there. We cannot access it like that. But since we have something like this, what we should do is using the bracket operator. Then you get those values, right? So you cannot use a dot operator in this case. It doesn't support it. All right. You can store in. You can pass in values like this also. So you get the same output value here. So do have a look at it. Now you have different for so key in obj. So this is how you can iterate through an object, right? So you should be able to know this. There is a key off also. I think off. Oh, for off is for arrays, my bad. So if you have an array, you can use, I think, for off. I don't generally use this, but you can check it out in your MDN on this. So if you have a node list and all, I guess I think you can use this. Oh, yeah, makes sense. So when you work with sets, maps, etc., and node list, you can use for off, right? Not for objects as such. Cool. So make sure in is for objects, off is for stuff like arrays, node list, and probably sets and maps also.